with this Bulls-Hornets game. A lot to play for the Bulls. They want to get playoff ready. The Lakers taking on the Thunder at 3:30. I'm excited about this one because this could be a playoff series that we see in the second, maybe in the third round. We have the Kings taking on the Cavs. The Kings trying to hold on to their play-in spot right now. The Suns nipping at their heels, trying to get into that 10th and final spot. The Cavs, again, wanting to continue their legacy this season of doing things that we haven't seen a Cavs team do in a really long time. And then the Rockets taking on the Golden State Warriors. Speaking of the Warriors, they're 20-2, which is crazy, with Jimmy Butler and Steph Curry in the lineup together. But with Oklahoma City, they've been doing things that we haven't seen in a very long time. I actually was shocked when I saw this graphic. The most double-digit wins in a season. They have 50 double-digit wins out of their 65-plus wins that they have on the season 3 Did you expect that when you're looking at this? And then you look at these other teams. All three of those other teams won the NBA title the years that they did this.
That's going to sound crazy, LQ. I didn't expect it, but I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
Right.
And I think that's the part with the way Coach Daigneault has coached his team all season long. We know what Sam Presti has done putting this roster together. But it's very rare to have a young team continue to play the right way, play for one another. Yeah. We have a soon-to-be, most people think, MVP in Shea, who's played lights-out basketball all season long. Small ball when they're healthy. Lou Dort playing defense. And Q, you know this. Game 6 in Dallas, sometimes people say, well, let's break this young team up. You, J-Dub, go get a lot. Sam Presti said, no, I'm going to go get what we need. Game 6, we got beat up on the glass, so we go out and get Harkenstein. We need another guy to try to guard Kyrie and Luka. They go out and get Caruso. So you go out and check all your boxes.
They have it all.
Now it's time to put it all together, prove that everything you've done this wrong is not a fluke, and go ahead and graduate and win the whole thing. So now SGA gets MVP, they win the whole thing. Now they've checked all the boxes. Now in a small market, they won a championship.
Yeah.
Now it remains to be done.
It is crazy. They have 64 wins on the season. The most ever in franchise history in terms of wins is 64, which was when the team was in Seattle. So they have a chance today to break the franchise record and break the record in Oklahoma City. But then, Q, like I was saying at that graphic, 50 of those 64 wins have been by double digits. It's crazy.
Yeah, I think the most surprising part about that is that they're the youngest team, how young they are. It's not, you know, like Committee said, when you look at how they're built together and put together as a team, Presti has done a great job, you know, accumulating guys that do all of the things you need to do and win in this league. And I think the biggest surprise is they average a 24-year-old. Yeah. That's the youngest team in the league. It's college teams older than that, 3D. Yeah. Like, that is the most insane part, that they've been able to come together this quickly and build this thing up and get to this point where you got an MVP and you got a chance to break these type of records and you in competition for a championship.
Yeah, it really is incredible. And all the pieces that they have, like you were saying, like you broke up this team. The pieces wouldn't necessarily work as well in other places, but the fact that all of these guys are together, like a Cason Wallace is balling right now, Lou Dort bringing that defensive intensity, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander being a superstar like he is, choosing to play defense every single day. It's been really fun to watch. Now, I know this Western Conference, it's been a juggernaut this season, if you will. OKC sitting at the top. The Houston Rockets quietly sitting in that second place spot. The Lakers have moved their way up to third. The Nuggets at fourth. Golden State Warriors, they have a renewed sense of confidence after acquiring Jimmy Butler, which has been a whole different story. The Timberwolves holding that final playoff spot right now, trying to stay out of the play-in tournament. But let's talk about the Lakers. They've won 3 of their last 4 overall, adding Luka. They now really do have that big 3 between LeBron James, Austin Reeves, Luka Doncic. What have been your thoughts of the way that they've kind of propelled themselves up the Western Conference?
Well, I think the honeymoon is over. Now teams are watching the film. We know LeBron, Luka, and Austin Reeves, they check the boxes. But now when teams are in the fourth quarter, they're attacking those gaps and holes and making now the Laker defense that we thought, Q, when the marriage first started, they were playing lights-out defense.
Yeah.
But now we all have film now. And Jackson Hayes and Vanderbilt, that's your only real bigs.
Yeah.
So do we possibly go small ball for the big picture? Does Dalton Connect get a few more minutes because we know he's a shot maker? Because that's what's going to happen. What are they doing? They're loading up on LeBron. They're loading up on Luka. They're getting off the ball. And all those shots they were making the first, say, 10 games, they're not making now, on top of they're not getting the stops.
My thing with their defense is that it's like now that they've seen what they had that hot start. Now we're gonna pick Luka every time. We're gonna put him in the pick and roll late in the game. You got to guard. Austin Reeves, if you out there, you got to guard. We're gonna put all of you guys that's not the greatest. If defense isn't your strong suit, we're gonna exploit that and put you in those positions. And they've literally picked on Luka and Reeves, and they it looks bad when it happens. So, no matter who's in the game, they say, okay, we'll take this guy out. We'll give him the ball. Whoever you guard and come screen and put him in that action. It's a double-edged sword because it's trying to tire him down so that he can't do everything that he's capable of doing offensively because he has to do some work. And if he don't, he just get blew by. He's second in the league in blow by since coming to the Lakers.
That's crazy.
Isn't that what happened in the Celtics series?
Yes.
They did not let him off the hook. That's why he was exhausted. That's why everybody was nitpicking, throwing darts at Luka. So we understand what
they're going at him right now.
So now how does J.J. Redick and his coaching staff figure out a way to get that morale back on the defensive end? Offensively, we know they're going to be able to pick you apart and make teams go double-team Luka and LeBron and get the ball out of their hands.
Yeah, it will be interesting to see how this game plays out because possibly and probably we might see these two teams in a playoff series together. If we do, how do you see it playing out? Because OKC is one of those teams that can slow down the Lakers on the defensive side. They have the #1 defense in the NBA right now. What are you looking for?
It's too early for my prop. So, will I see?
Oh, man.
Yeah, I get my...
Wow, April 6th at 12:39
You asked me
p.m.
Now, ask the question here, what's going to happen if they're facing the series, right? That's what she asked, right?
Yeah. You think it's sweet?
Yeah.
Wow.
Earlier I don't have my little broom,
Wow.
Hey, get my broom ready, because playoffs
Mark it right now, 12:40 p.m. Eastern time.
Laker fans
April
get
6th.
mad all they want. I'm not, as much as we love LeBron and Luka and they're great players, but we're talking about a team like OKC all season long been playing lights out basketball. Now all of a sudden the Lakers are going to stop them?
I'm not going to go with the sweet three.
You pause for a second.
I got to give them at least one.
At least one win?
At least one, maybe two. They could. They
get one in Staples. They can get one in Staples.
Listen,
maybe
man,
two.
Luka and LeBron together. I got to get them a shot.
They go. All of a sudden, they're gonna play some DQ and get a stop. Get the right stops they need. The stuff we just got finished talking about, because for 7 games, we're just gonna keep exploiting that mismatch that we know that's getting us easy buckets.
They are. I believe that, but I believe Luka is too much of a force offensively. He could get him one, and then we'll see after that.
Points, 3D. How dominant has this season been for the Thunder as we head down this final stretch?
It's been dominant. It's been refreshing. And understand that Coach Daigneault has pressed all the right buttons. When they've had injury, they were playing small ball. They were still winning. When SGA, is he really MVP? Well, he's playing defense, top 5 in steals. So all the small things we talk about, Smitty, they've checked all the boxes. So my question for them now, are you ready to graduate and go ahead and win it all?
Yeah, and I think it's all the key of Chet Holmgren. How can he elevate this game? Talking to Coach Daigneault at the All-Star game with us, he said, hey, people don't talk about we lead the league in taking charges. That's the one thing he was really excited about.
I like that.
He was really excited about that.
Elite defense, elite year for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Elite show from these two. I'm Chris Miles. Thank you